Again, to echo something Hillary mentioned, and this has been a view that Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, has had, that he has described this caravan activity as a deliberate attempt to undermine our laws and overwhelm our system, and that by claiming asylum status, you make it incumbent upon yourself to either prove it or not. And a lot of people can't prove it, so hence this idea that this is just a ruse through which to enter the United States. Anyway, Republican Congressman Jodey Arrington on all of this. Congressman, good to have you. If you had to guess, or I mean, how many of, let's say, these few hundred, whatever the number is, are legitimate asylum seekers? In other words, have a legitimate grief. I believe the vast majority come from Honduras, for example. What would you say? How many have a real security beef?
Well, it's going to be it's hard for me to tell. I wouldn't speculate. I would say that too many people have taken advantage of our current legal framework and our policy framework. Let me give you an example. Right now, the threshold to be given credible sort of fear of persecution that gets you into the system actually gets you released into the interior of our country, and a court date that should occur, 2 years on average. That standard is a possibility of a fear of persecution as opposed to a probability. That's just one example of how lax our asylum laws are. And then on top of that, once they are released because of the backlog in the court cases, they'll spend over 2 years in the interior of our country. And after 180 days, the current policy is that they're authorized to get a work permit. So this is the incentives only encourage people to take advantage of this and to claim asylum fraudulently to become permanent residents of this country. And it's one of the many broken parts of our immigration system that have to be fixed, and fixed soon.
Congressman, I know we have been saying that, as our security officials have been saying. Many of them are going to have to wait in Mexico because our Customs and Border Patrol people are overwhelmed. I don't know how that will ultimately work out. It looks like many aren't receiving that news very well. But I am wondering what Mexico is doing here. To hear some tell it, this caravan, whatever you want to call it, when it was better than 1,500 strong, originally coming from the likes of Honduras and points further south, has been sort of given the green light by Mexico to get to where it is now. And I don't know how much of that is true. But has Mexico offered or done anything to deal with this? The White House says they have not. In fact, they've worsened it.
I don't believe they have. All accounts suggest they haven't lifted a finger. In fact, I would suggest they're aiding and abetting by not having folks, if there's legitimacy to their seeking asylum, that they should stay, as Secretary Nielsen said, in the first safe country. That would be Mexico. But no, it seems like they're being facilitated through the interior of Mexico to our border for us to deal with. And if we're going to continue to have these free trade agreements and the partnership with our neighbor Mexico, those guys are going to have to take seriously the threats that we feel as a nation to our border security and to the safety and security of the American people, because we're not vetting these folks. We can't. We're just taking their word. Like I said, the threshold's low. They get in. They're released for at least 2 years. Most of them don't even show up for the hearing. We need stiffer penalties for fraud. We need to give more resources to the Trump administration for detaining folks. Look, the law today is if you do get a credibility determination for asylum, and you do get, and your court date's about 2 years plus, then you are supposed to be detained until such time as you get a court hearing. Today we have about 35,000 beds. We don't have the capacity. So there's a lot of pieces to this, including making sure the infrastructure is there for this administration to do its job.
All right, Congressman, thank you very, very much. We'll keep an eye on this.